What's up YouTube? My name is Chris, and a lot of people have asked me to do a walk around of my 2020 4RUNNER. So I thought that while we're up here in Lake Tahoe, I might as well give you a tour of this truck. So let's check it out. So I've been wanting a 4RUNNER for a really long time, and I almost bought a 2019 version about a year and a half ago. There was one sitting on a dealer lot, and it was sitting there for about, I would say, 4 to 6 weeks. And I almost pulled the trigger, but I was thinking that there might be some changes for 2020. And there's a lot of other videos out there that talk about all the differences between 2019 and 2020 and what's new for 2020, but I'll go ahead and list some of them here. And one of them is the Toyota Safety Sense, right? So that is the plate in the front and also integrated with the rear view mirror. There's sensors that detect lane departure, also assisted braking, and they also do the auto high beam function. And that's pretty nice to have. And I haven't tested those features extensively, but it's nice that they're starting to integrate them into the 4RUNNER. Now, one thing I will say is that this sensor, especially the one here in the front, I wish it wasn't there. I wish it was maybe in the rear view mirror area because it really limits your options as far as modifying the front end. If you wanted to put a aftermarket bumper, one with a bar that goes across, that might block the sensor. And so really it's kind of limiting, and I wish it wasn't there. I wish it wasn't as reflective and as obvious, but it's nice to have those features. So a couple of my thoughts already with this truck. One is that the interior lights, they are pretty yellow and they are pretty dim, especially at night. I have seen some LED bulbs on Amazon, so I might try upgrading to those interior LED bulbs on the inside. As far as the headlights on the front, a lot of people have complained about 4RUNNER headlights because I guess they're still the halogen style lights. They're not HIDs, they're not LEDs, so they're very dim. I have noticed that the fog lights down here, they're actually LED, and so they actually give off a pretty good amount of white colored light, but the headlights still are a little dim. I was originally thinking of upgrading to the, I think it's the Morimoto headlights assemblies, but I'm gonna hold off for now because honestly it's not that bad. And a lot of the times I'm not really driving in areas that have no lights on the street. So I think it's okay for now, but eventually I might upgrade to those Morimoto headlight assemblies. So for my purposes, even though the regular headlights are kind of dim, the high beams and the auto high beam function actually works pretty well. And so I'm okay with that for right now. Another cool thing that I really like about this truck is that it actually came with all-weather floor mats. This is one on the driver's side. And then here's one on the passenger side. And the back seat is actually like one entire piece that goes in the back seat. And I really like the all-weather cargo mats. They kind of keep the interior clean, especially because we're here in Tahoe and we have mud and snow on our shoes, so getting in, it's not going to ruin the carpet. So I really like that. Although the back did not come with a rear cargo mat, and so I went ahead and got that from the Toyota dealership, from the parts department. But one thing that did surprise me is that the Toyota 4RUNNER did come with the cargo cover. So this TRD PRO came with this cargo cover, which is really nice because you can go ahead and put stuff in here and kind of hide it from people looking into the back. So what a lot of people might not know about this truck is how the keyless entry works on this truck. So I have the keys right here on my belt, and how it works is if I were to press this little area here, it has these 3 or 2 lines here. If I were to push this and I have the keys on me, it would lock the truck. To unlock it, I'd have to put my hand inside of the door, and if I touch the inner side of this door, it would unlock the truck. From the driver's side, if I do that, it'll only unlock the driver's door. From the passenger side, if I were to do that, it would unlock all the doors. But once I unlock it, I can come right here and just unlock the rest of the doors. Another thing too is here in the back, you'll notice that the 4RUNNER has this lock and unlock button. If I were to press this button here, it would lock the whole truck. If I push this one here, it'll unlock the whole truck, including the trunk. But what's also nice about these buttons is that from here, if I were to hold down the unlock button, it'll actually roll down this whole back window. And if I hold up on the lock button, it'll actually lock the truck and roll up all of the windows. Over here on the passenger side, if I put my hand in here, it actually unlocks all the doors. So all the doors are unlocked. So far, this 2020 4Runner has been amazing. I've had it for about a month, and right now I've got about 1,500 miles on it. It's run really, really smoothly. I've had absolutely no issues with this truck running. I haven't really used it in the four-wheel drive mode, but I did put it in four-wheel drive a couple of times just to mess around with it and going into some snowy areas here in Lake Tahoe. And honestly, even in two-wheel drive, it's a very, very capable truck. So this is a walk around, taking a look at this truck and a couple of the features. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this walk around of this 4Runner with me. Please let me know if you have any questions, comment them down into the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.